Hello, Candace with you here again. Thanks for joining me on this video. You are doing great. Keep up this momentum and you're gonna do just fine. In the last video, I promised to answer the question, how do we tackle those 5 reasons why people lack social confidence? Well, if we want to get good at doing anything, including getting good at developing social confidence, we need to follow what I call the 4-step confidence cycle. The 4-step confidence cycle, or how to get good at doing anything. So step 1 of the cycle is to practice the skills. Practice the skills. If you want to become a confident speaker, you have to practice giving speeches. If you want to become confident at making cold calls, you have to practice making telephone calls. There's no getting away from this fact. If we want to become confident at anything, we have to practice. Step 2 is then to apply those skills effectively. Okay, apply the skills effectively. Practicing skills is important, but that's not enough to make us good at something. We also have to apply our skills effectively. To apply ourselves effectively, we need to step out of our comfort zone and put ourselves into real-life challenging situations. After all, if we repeatedly avoid those situations that challenge us, we're never going to be able to test and improve on our skills. So step 2 is to apply. Step 3 is to assess the results. After we apply our skills, we need to reflect on the results. What did we do that worked? What did we do that didn't work? How could we do it differently next time around? And we need to do this non-judgmentally, without beating ourselves up. Remember, there's no such thing as failure. No such thing as failure, only results. Always and only results. To assess the results. Step 4 is to modify as needed. The final step based upon the results you get is to modify what you're doing. You do more of what is working well, and you change or modify what is not working so well. And this is the only way to develop and improve. As the saying goes, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten, right? And then of course you repeat the cycle. You practice your skills with the new modifications, then you apply them again, assess the results, and modify them further. And then you practice some more, and so on. By going through this cycle, eventually you get good at it. You get good at the skill that you want to develop, including social confidence. And if you're thinking right now this sounds like a lot of work, consider this. Think about all the things you do confidently already. Things you do so fluidly and naturally, you rarely even stop to consider them. For example, you use a knife and fork to eat, a pen to write. You can walk, talk, read books, search the internet, make toast, open a can, run a bath, tell time, recite the alphabet, dress yourself. All with the greatest of ease. How did you learn to do all this? You had to practice. All these things are second nature to you now because you practiced them in the past. Okay, and don't protest with the idea of natural ability. All natural ability means is that these people don't have to work as hard as the rest of us to reach the same level of skill. But I can assure you, they do still have to practice. I mean, have you ever read Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Tipping Point? We look at people like the Beatles, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, as having this natural ability. But what Gladwell pointed out is that all these people, these so-called naturals, each spent over 10,000 hours practicing in order to be at the skill levels they achieved. 10,000 hours. But don't worry, you don't have to practice nearly that amount of time to feel at ease in social situations. Not even close. And the reason is that you have a system. That's what the Calm Living Blueprint is, your system to social confidence. Alright, so whenever we lack self-confidence, the usual suspects, if you remember from the last video, are excessive expectations, harsh self-judgment, preoccupation with fear, lack of experience, and lack of skill. And we're going to address all of these issues in the Calm Living Blueprint. The main point I want you to get right now is that developing genuine confidence requires work. It requires committed action. And I'm going to explain more fully what committed action fully means. You're going to be applying the 4-step process of the confidence cycle to each new skill you learn. Okay, so that's why it's important for you to be introduced to this process now in the warm-up area. All right, so let's do a quick summary of what you've learned so far. Remember rule number 1 of the confidence game. The actions of confidence come first. The feelings of confidence come later. The actions of confidence come first. The feelings of confidence come later. The next key point we learned was to identify the main causes of your low self-confidence, be it excessive expectations, harsh self-judgment, preoccupation with fear, lack of experience, or lack of skill. You may be affected by one or more of those, okay, but you want to identify what those are. And then the final key point is to remember the confidence cycle. Practice the skills, apply them effectively, assess the results, and modify as needed. Okay? So are you clear on those 3 points? Let me know by leaving a comment below this video. I want to make sure you completely understand things up to this point, because this is going to serve as your foundation for the rest of the program. Okay, so leave me a comment below this video and let me know if you understand or if you have any questions about what we've covered so far. Now, there are many books, courses, seminars that claim they can provide you with instant confidence. Instant confidence is actually a very good name for what they provide because it only lasts for an instant. Right? For a brief instant, maybe while you're reading a motivational book in the safety of your bedroom or listening to a motivational CD in your car, you can conjure up feelings of confidence. But then as soon as you get into a real situation, stepping out of your comfort zone, facing genuine challenge in real life, all those wonderful feelings just evaporate. And there's a very good reason for why this happens. And if you understand why, you can prevent it from happening in the first place. To understand why, we need to take a step back in time. So come take a trip back in time with me on the next video. I'll see you there.